Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are back for another makeup tutorial. Alright, so this is my first time using this palette because she is very much so new. She's new in general. I think the ColourPop just came out with this about a good 2 weeks ago. So yes, here is what the packaging of the palette looks like. I took it out already. And here is the palette. I love the packaging of this, so cute. And then here is the color story for the palette. Super duper cute, right? One thing I did notice right off the bat when I got this palette at home, because I was so excited, I was like, oh, let me just go ahead and get it because it's going to be a very popular palette. It's a lot of light colors in here. It's a lot of light colors in here, so not a lot of, well, you know what, let me rephrase that. There's a lot of light colors for the mattes. When it comes to like the deep shades in here, they're more like the metallic type of textures that's in here. So I don't know how many looks I want to do with this palette. In my mind, I like to ideally do about a good 3 looks using each palette that I pick from the little spinning wheel. So we'll see how many looks I'll be able to do. It always goes off of how inspired I get off of using the palette. If I feel really motivated and inspired the first time I use it, that will pretty much tell me how many looks I will end up doing. And then the only thing that I got from this collection as well was the actual blush. Y'all, look at the packaging. ColourPop is really good on the freaking packaging. I give them that. So here is the beautiful red, yes, red blush, y'all. So ColourPop finally did something right when it came to adding a blush in their collection. Something that women of color can definitely gravitate and do something with. So let me go ahead and put on my eyeshadow base. I'm gonna put that on my eyes. And then I'm gonna go ahead and quickly zoom in so we can get into this look. All right, so I'm gonna start off with applying my brow bone highlight. Alright, going into the Alice in Wonderland palette, let's go ahead and take the eyeshadow shade Talking Flower. I really feel like this is going to be a very light shade on my complexion, but holy crap, that's not even going to do anything for me. Yeah, you guys can't even see this shade. It's not doing anything. With a blending brush, I'm just going to take that in, kind of like buff out the edges. I know you guys can barely see anything. This is so funny because it looks like I'm just brushing on chalk on my lid. So usually I can finesse and, you know, do a little something with these palettes, but I feel like the color story is definitely cute. It's giving, but it's just not giving for every complexion out there. So when creating a collection, I feel like they need to think of every skin tone that is available out there. And I feel like ColourPop sometimes miss the market on doing that. I feel like they just cater towards one audience. I'm not gonna say what, y'all can pretty much know what I'm talking about, read between the lines, but they cater to a very shade range of an audience. And I feel like they don't think about every complexion, and it's not fair because they really have some really cute things, but not much I can do with everything, because I feel like if I can't do much with this, I'm definitely gonna return her back. You know, it was crazy because I was at work and we had a return on this palette, and I was like, who would return this? How dare they return this? And now I'm kind of seeing why, because if it was somebody who was my complexion, even a little bit more deeper, where's the variety and stuff going on? Like, look at this. Look at this, seriously, oh my gosh. Now I see why those crayons was available for this palette, because they know dang well this stuff is not even picking up. Let's see if I can finesse this dark pink shade that is very metallic. I don't know if I can. Oh, what is this? No, that's not going anywhere. Yeah, so that was just not going to work. First time in history especially for this year, y'all know I've been liking to use one palette to see what many looks I can do using one palette, but I feel like I definitely need a cheat sheet today because, yeah, so I grabbed another ColourPop palette. Yes, and you can see why. Yeah, there's deep shades in here and there's deep matte shades. So I feel like I'm gonna have to use this to make this crease work because it ain't working and I'm not here for it. So I am going to go in with, let's see what this shade will do. Now that looks a lot better. Now ColourPop, why y'all can put this in y'all palette? This looks a whole lot better. Okay, this shade right here, this is what I would have thought the pink was going to appear to be in my crease, but definitely not. Definitely not. Alright, so the crease still has that light pink shade going on, and that's what I was trying to imitate. So I don't think I can. I'm gonna try not to use any other shades from any more palettes. Let's see what I can do now with this. So as I was trying to finger swatch this really pretty like deep purple pink shade, she's not really picking up. Well, she picks up a little. I guess I wasn't swatching her. I think this is going to be those kind of eyeshadow shades that shows up a lot better with you using your fingers. So I'm trying to see, do I want to go that way with this look or should I go light pink? I'm just going to take that base and reapply some of my lid because it did crease up just a little bit. And then I'm going to finesse and see if I can get this to pop. Or should I do? Oh. So I'm gonna take that dark pinky shade. Alright, so I already did it on this eye because I'm not really happy with this palette so far. I'm going to be taking, what is this one called? Very Merry Birthday. Weird. Okay, Very Merry, we're going to call this one. So I took this shade and put it right on top of this eyeshadow. I just took my finger again and I gave it like a little metallic frosty shade, which is really pretty. So I'm gonna keep doing that till it's covered the whole entire lid area. Yeah. I don't know about this one, y'all. Oh no. I'm usually not the type of girl who sit there and will return eyeshadow palette. I just feel like ColourPop could have done a lot better with this collection. I'm going to quickly do a wing. Now, of course, a wing liner will make any and every look extra pizzazz put together. I figured, so let's make this a full face ColourPop type of deal. So going in with this ColourPop primer, which I absolutely love. This is the No Filter. All right, now the foundation I'm going to go in with, this is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. Now this one I honestly don't really like, and of course I picked up the wrong shade when I first got this. I think I had ordered this off the ColourPop website, and y'all know me, I don't like ordering things off of the website. But look, see how it has that separation? It's been sitting in my drawer for some time. Yeah, I pray to God that I don't break out, but you see how it's red right here and it's like really dark. So this foundation has totally separated. It sounds super watery. I know this is a hydrating foundation, but dang. And it's super duper darker. Not that much darker, but just a little bit. So I'm gonna add a little drop of the LA Girl shade, the white shade, to make it a little bit more lighter. So I did have a ColourPop concealer, but it totally broke on me. So yeah. So she's going in the trash. So I'm just gonna go in with my Tarte concealer. I kind of like Casper the Ghost right now, y'all. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna set my face really quick. And I went in with the BH Cosmetic Hydrating Setting Spray. I don't even think that still exists. Okay, so I don't have any more ColourPop face products to do for these steps, so I'm just gonna finish the rest of my face and then come back on and finish up the look. I'm gonna finish up with, let's start with my lips. I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop BFF number 4 lip pencil. And then for my lipstick, I'm going in with the ColourPop liquid lipstick. I give ColourPop some props on that. They do have some really good like lip products, but I don't know. Why my face over here looking like Casper the Ghost? Let's hydrate her real quick. I use a different powder that I usually don't use because I just had a feeling that I was going to take this bright off, and I don't want to use my good products, you know. But except for the primer is really good, but foundation, don't like it. Powder, I don't really use the powder that I use today, which is the Beauty Bakery Banana. Yes, I use her underneath the eyes, and then for the rest of my face, I use my Always and Forever powder. Yes. I feel like I like these creamy textures, but they don't dry down all the way, so you end up having to, I don't know what I was about to say, but let me put some gloss on her. I am going to go in with the So Juicy gloss. This is in the shade Beach Wood. I really don't know what I'm gonna do for the bottom lash line because nothing is showing up on me. All I know is I definitely want to smoke out my bottom lash line. And that is the KVD pencil, is the one I just put on. What am I gonna do for the bottom lash line? I think the same shade from this palette, that same color that I put in the crease. I guess I'm just gonna pop her on the bottom lash line because I don't see anything else showing up on me in this palette. That's barely showing up on me. I'm gonna take a little bit of some glitter glue, pop it in the inner tear duct. I guess I'm gonna use this shade by itself. Now that came out pretty. I'm gonna smudge a little bit more of that liner. All right, now I hope this is gonna be super exciting for the blush. let's have some hopes for this blush. Okay, let's see how she picked. Nothing on the brush. Couple taps. Okay. Now this I absolutely loved. Wow, now this blush is giving me excitement. Whew, there's hopes for this collection. There's hopes. I absolutely adore this freaking blush. Do y'all see that? I want to keep putting more on. Oh my gosh. This is so freaking beautiful. All right, so this is the completed look. I got a couple of things that I definitely want to critique on that had nothing to do with this collection. Y'all, my foundation, I don't know if y'all can see it, but it looks like, it has like an ashy look to it. And yeah, I think I put a little bit too much of that white pop or something, or maybe it's this powder. I think this is the reason why I had stopped using this particular powder, because it gives off the Caspian Whites Gills vibes. So overall, I just don't know how to feel about this look. Besides my blush, I love this blush. Y'all will see this on heavy rotation, okay, because this is like the perfect red tone blush for women of color. Okay, I'm so excited for that one. Really quick, what I put on my face off camera, I did go in with this ColourPop highlighter. It's a Super Shock one. This one is called Super Shock Cheek in the shade Natch. I think that's what the shade of this, I don't know, something like that. I'll make sure I have everything corrected down at the bottom. And then my lashes I have on are Beauty Creation Attention Seeker. These are like some very flirty lashes. I really do like them. They definitely up on every look that I put these lashes on. Like, it just gives it that extra pizzazz. Yeah, so okay, now for the scary part. The palette, you guys. I don't want to base it off of the first look that I did do using this palette. I do want to try to see if it's a big if I can get 2 more looks out of this palette that's actually using this palette. I just feel like with the shade ranges in here, I feel like I have to pretty much go and grab like other palettes to kind of make this palette work itself, because these mattes are so freaking light. They look very pigmented and bright in the palette, but being put on my complexion, they give off a little bit on the ashy vibes. If it wasn't for the sake of this palette, me grabbing the shade out of this, I don't think I would have been able to make this eyeshadow look work. Like, I want to like it, but it's like, it's so simple and basic. I feel like I can get this from any other palette with more pigmentation to give on the actual eyelid. But hey, you win some and you lose some. But I like this inner color pop, so that's the same shade I have on top of this, so it's really pretty. So I'm not gonna fall off the palette yet. I do, like I said, I'm gonna give her a couple more tries and then we'll see if she is going to be returned. And that would be like the first time ever. I've never returned a palette. I usually just stick with it and throw it in my collection. But look, if she ain't gonna work, she ain't gonna work. I'm gonna just have to return her if that's the case. So I'm gonna try to squeeze 2 more looks out of this palette and we'll see. Y'all let me know. Let me know if I'm being too judgy with this palette. Should I keep her? Should I make it work? Should I do 2 more looks to see if it's returned needed? I don't know, you guys, but the blush is definitely a beautiful color. So I'm happy I did pick up that. And then as for the lip colors that came with this collection, I knew I was not going to do anything with them. They were a different type of like red tone, and then the glosses, and I didn't really too much care for the glosses. Anywho, that is pretty much the wrap up for the look. I hope you guys like and enjoyed today's makeup tutorial. Everything that I did, I pretty much mentioned, but I'll try my best to have to make sure I have everything listed down in the description box, so be sure to check that out. I do have a ColourPop playlist of looks I have done using ColourPop palettes, so be sure to check that out down at the bottom. You guys have a beautiful day. Stay blessed, stay amazing, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.